What's up, board game people? We're here today with the first of a new type of video. News flashes will be used when something big happens, and I want to get an update out focusing just on this latest topic. So today is a bit of a sad day. A small corner of Gamefound is lit on fire with the news that the Euthia Torment of Resurrections and Fierce Powers campaign has been unexpectedly cancelled. This video won't be supported by too many visuals because there simply aren't too many to accompany it. I'll be showing some artwork from the campaign as well as the announcement. Quickly before we begin, all opinions expressed are my own. I do not get paid by game companies for making these videos. I make the videos to try and help gamers and consumers like me stay informed and up to date on all the latest in the board game news. If I get things wrong or we disagree on something, let me know in the comments. We can discuss it like adults. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest happenings in the industry, please subscribe and hit that bell. So as the intro said, Euthia Torment of Resurrections reprint, the Fierce Powers expansion, and the Crawling Shadows expansion has canceled its Gamefound campaign this morning. I woke up and checked my email, and I saw that my pledge had been canceled, and further down the queue I saw an email stating the project was no more. The announcement was short, bittersweet, and to the point. Dear backers and followers, with a broken heart we have to announce our crowdfunding on Gamefound has failed. It's very hard for us to explain everything, but in a simple way, it's just about the number of backers we have. Since we were aiming at a number of 6,000 backers to be able to safely produce the game with all add-ons and expansions, we know there is no way we can beat this number now. On top of all, we don't want to jeopardize your money with an uncertain outcome of this project, and that is the main reason why we will rather cancel it now than deal with a lot of trouble later. The Gamefound campaign is going to be shut down very soon, but you don't have to worry, you will not be charged anything. Our company, Dia Games, will end its work from today, but we will fulfill our commitment to delivering new metal coins as we promised to those who had black smudges on them, backers from Kickstarter and the online store. Metal coins are in production as we speak. Thank you so much for all your support. We appreciate it. Take good care of each other because at the end of the day, only our loved ones and the people we care about are most important in our lives. The comment section is on fire with many theories as to why this has happened. Some may be close to right, but all are purely speculation at this time. Many have stated their displeasure that the original funding goal was not a truthful one. The project's original funding goal was to hit €100,000 in funding. That was smashed in 30 minutes or so, and at the time of cancellation the project was almost at 5 times funding with almost €500,000 pledged. The announcement states that what was really needed was 6,000 backers. The reason many publishers are looking for a specific number of backers is they have a good idea of how many of each SKU they must be able to sell to afford the print run. Many times a publisher has already made a deal with the factory stating they will be ordering at least XYZ amount of each SKU available in the crowdfunding campaign. And the cost estimate given to the publisher from the factory is based off those numbers. Sometimes they simply cannot order less than the originally agreed upon number of units. And that may be something akin to what happened here. They state they were looking for 6,000 backers and they're only sitting at 2,161 backers at time of cancellation. I strongly believe this is why we've seen a few recent projects offering stretch goals according to backer levels instead of pure funding. Malia being a very recent example here. Another interesting number offered up on the campaign page is the number of followers. They have more than 14,000 followers of the campaign, but they've only converted a seventh of those to backers. They were likely hoping to convert at least a third or a half of those to backers, and they were falling well short. Many commenters have expressed that the high cost of the game is to blame, many quoting high shipping costs as the problem. The shipping that was being eaten by the company in some regions was due to the fact that VAT and a portion of the shipping was also being added to the price of each game. So this truly did drive the price of the game higher than you would normally see. If you look at the shipping charts, in most of the regions, the largest bundles still had very reasonable shipping prices. It seems both shipping prices, which would have been calculated at today's rates, and the increased cost of production due to demand rising in China due to constant new COVID-related shutdowns has driven this project way out of many people's comfort range to back. There were still others with their torches and pitchforks claiming this was fraud. I'll caution you that claiming fraud means you can prove monetary damages. Here on Gamefound, you had no money on the line. Pledges are not collected until the campaign ends. Your feelings aside, likely only the company is taking a monetary hit because of this cancellation. The bigger hit I believe they may take is in the trust department. Backers want to trust funding goals, or at least they want to trust that when a project has been funded 2 times over, it's a sure bet that it'll be produced. Here, the trust that the company has accrued from their first campaign, transparent communication they've been known for, and the general goodwill that the game itself has garnered has all diminished a bit. There are many people in the comments feeling a bit betrayed that reaching 5 times their funding goal was not enough for them to get the games or expansions that they so badly wanted. My heart goes out to you. I wanted these expansions too. In recent years, it's become very apparent that funding goals are not even close to what we would consider honest in many cases. Here it seems they really needed 1.5 million euros to fund. Coming out with that goal may have been suicide though. Lofty funding goals have killed many a project, but coming out with something far off their actual mark hasn't done them any favors either. I will address the few burning lines of the update that make me squirm a little. These may be a matter of translation, and I asked for clarification, but I haven't received any yet. They sort of make it sound like something else may be at play here and the company may be shutting down. When they say our company, Dia Games, will end its work from today, it's unclear if they mean the company will be closing for good or if they're just stopping the campaign. Furthering that is the quite nice and bittersweet sentiment at the end of the announcement. Take care of each other because at the end of the day, only our loved ones and the people we care about most are important in our lives. This again will lead to a lot of speculation. I'd like to think that they wanted to end the announcement on a more positive note, but this almost sounded mournful. If a friend sent this in a text, I'd be calling them over and over while racing towards their house, thinking they need some quick intervention. I say again, a lot may be lost in translation, and this may not be the end for Dia Games. I would say if they plan to relaunch on Kickstarter or even on another Gamefound campaign, they need to get ahead of this. They need to offer some clarity and humbly apologize to those who feel slighted for the original funding goal. They have a path forward, but it'll need to begin by re-earning some of the trust of their backers, the people who truly believe in what they're doing and want to be a part of the process. I will say thank you to Dia Games for what you have done, and I personally wish you only the best in the future. You have an amazing game, and it would be a shame if we never saw it expanded as you had dreamed. Please don't disappear like a rogue into the night. The developers have been silent since the announcement, and no further statements have been issued that I'm aware of. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with a news and updates video, and early next week with a month in review. If you want to make sure you don't miss out on anything, please consider subscribing and helping our channel grow. We appreciate every one of you. Thanks and play something fun tonight.